So, you ever thought about what would happen if if you took Kirito from Sword Art Online and put him in Konosuba, and you strip off the comedy and you add a harem? That's this show, pretty much. Oh, and he has a cell phone. What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another anime first impressions video, and this time, give me a second because it's a long name. No, screw it. It's Isekai Cell Phone Jesus. That's what the show is called. Because that's exactly... Man, I watched a couple episodes of the show, and I'm getting into the Isekai genre. I'm falling into that, because after... I'm watching through Konosuba. I want to watch ReZero. Of course, I watched other, like, you know, in another world genre shows. And so I'm like, okay, another world genre show. Sweet. Let me get to this, you know. Gosh, this show, man. And it's weird because I'm usually pretty objective about these, you know, about these reviews and first impressions and stuff, because I'm kind of a crotchety old person when it comes to my media. Alright? I mean, even though I will try a lot of different things, I'm pretty much a dick when it comes to it, though. Like, if it's something that sucks, it sucks. Like, but I try to be a little bit more subjective or objective when it comes to doing reviews, because I don't want to be like, oh, I don't like this type of thing, it sucks. And it turns out to be something that's actually cool. I personally just don't like it. But this show... it just brings out, like, that angry old man is like, no, this is bullcrap. The show follows this guy whose name I can't remember because screw him. And he basically God accidentally kills him. So God of the universe accidentally kills this dude somehow. And he ends up, as an apology, he's going to revive him in any world he wants, well, in another world, thus Isekai, and he's going to give him one thing he wants to take with him to that other world. Sounding familiar? And he chooses his cell phone. Okay. And so he has working cell phone service in another dimension. Alright, I want that man's plan. Yeah. And on top of that, in this dimension, it's a fantasy world. So there's things like magic, and, you know, it's a fantasy setting. It's a basically fantasy RPG setting. You know, and they have crystals that allow specific people to do magic. And it's kind of a rarity, you know. Some people usually can use 1 or 2 crystals. Some can use a bunch of crystals. Now, part of his apology from God is he was given the power to use all the crystals proficiently. So he is a grade A mage. Random dude, grade A mage in this new world. And there's one specific crystal that holds something called personal magic, which is kind of like it's like a signature jutsu, or like hidden power from Pokemon. It's pretty much what this is, because it's different for everybody, and no one gets the same one. And he can use them all of these personal jutsus in existence, all of them. And I'm like, really? Okay. So he's a god, essentially. He can use all types of magic. And then these personal jutsus this personal magic gives him all types of power, from the ability to negate friction, to the ability to sniff and smell anything, to the ability to heal the sick and the blind. He can pull objects out of people's bodies just by envisioning what they possibly look like. What type of problem can this man face? What conflict does he have? He's freaking cell phone Jesus. That's what he is. Drop. Done. this show, man. Why? Like, it is. I shouldn't be angry because it's not a horrible show, but it is at the same time. Like, it's a run of the mill like Isekai show with like your typical hero, except for he's like way OP. I shouldn't be this angry, but for some reason this show pisses me off. Like, why did? If you want to do it, if you want to watch the show, you can watch the show. Yeah, it's actually, if I just be subjective about this, it's really, I would give it a shelve, technically. Shelve the show, come back and marathon it later, because it's probably not that bad. This show, man. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to watch Fate Zero. Screw this. Sorry, Fate Apocrypha. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.